Hello and top of the world to all of my people of social media, especially all of my addicts in the world that are still suffering in silence due to their addictions. I am D Venom. Thank you guys so much for joining me in regard to addiction, relapse, and recovery, soon to be addiction and recovery. Any amount of your guys' positive energy shown on not just this social media platform, but all of my social media platforms are always welcome. And with that being said, let's get into addiction, relapse, and recovery. All right, you guys, as you all can see, I'm still in morning mode. It's only 9:37 a.m. here in Phoenix, Arizona. I was going to address you guys at the apartment, but I realized that my upstairs neighbors had arrived back home. And sometimes in life, you don't allow your left hand to know what your right hand is doing. So this prompted me to get in the vehicle and come across the street to the park/courthouse and record my content. If I have enough time, I will take you guys on a little tour in regard to where I'm at, considering, I do a great majority of my recording here. Anyway, I have a tinge of bad news for you guys. Recall sometime last week, I had a virtual interview in regard to being a peer support specialist. And recall sometime last week, I received a email in regard to a job opportunity from an unknown organization. Recall during that time, I was unable to open the email. Just recently, I was able to open the email and come to find out that it didn't come from the job hiring for peer support specialists. It actually came from the school system. You guys know that I used to work for the school system because I foreshadowed this on several of occasions and I did not like my experience. But I thought about the offer. They're offering me different pay rates to work for different various schools throughout the Phoenix Valley. I went ahead and signed the documents because I figured this could be some extra income for myself. So even though I don't want to enter back into that field in regard to, the school system, I will do what I need to do in order to generate this extra income. The biggest blessing of all of this, considering even though I did not get the peer support specialist role, the universe still has those windows of opportunity open for me, and I'm still getting job offers, regardless if it's not the job that I truly wanted. So I have to be grateful in regard to her keeping those windows of opportunity open for me. I received an email back from the school system, and I haven't opened it yet, but it seems like I have a position with them, and once I sign these documents, then I guess I will fulfill my role with them. What I need to find out so that it doesn't interrupt my current position, will they be able to accept me working for them 2 days out of the week? Considering I already have a job. If they can work with me, then I'm good to go. I will let you guys know moving forward what happens. Persistence paid off in regard to the peer support specialist role. I continue to, I don't want to say hassle them, but I continue to reach out to them until I receive some form of definitive answer whether or not they wanted to move forward with me. I reached out to the gentleman that gave me their business card at the Second Chance hiring event held in Mesa, Arizona, and they are the individuals that reached out to me and told me pretty much that they decided to move forward with other candidates that have, I guess, the qualifications and knowledge and experience being a peer. My thing is, I've been at this in regard to fulfilling my role as a peer support specialist since I've received that damn certificate. I understand that I may not have the knowledge and experience like other people do, but how the fuck is a person in my situation supposed to gain that knowledge and experience if people are too lazy to train us? Employers these days do not want to take the time out to train individuals. They want people to already have that knowledge, and I get it. But it really discourages me that I could have been obtaining this knowledge had some of these organizations taken the time out to train me. Yes, I'm pissed off about this, but it's okay. You know, obviously this is universal confirmation that it is not my time to step into that role. But I had a long telepathic conversation with the spirit realm via meditation last night. And I received confirmation that I don't need to follow up behind these organizations' footsteps. And thanks to my partner, Miss Mo, it definitely sparked an idea. Excuse me. We all have spiritual gifts. I know damn good and well I have them. And I'm tired of shunning my spiritual gifts on the account that other people fear theirs. And I know that I have psychic abilities. I know that I have different clairs. I know that I have different visual gifts. I have all of that. And why not incorporate that in my own form of therapy and or recovery for addicts that could benefit from it? Not to tell too much, but I've researched on the internet and found some free mediumship courses, psychic ability courses, and other different courses, courses and all of that. And I entered into several different free seminars and everything to increase my spiritual gifts so that I can incorporate them in my own style of motherfucking therapy and recovery for my addicts out there. I don't need the education from these organizations that are too fucking lazy to give it to me. Aside from that, fuck anything that, well, I don't want to say anything that comes from man, but I would rather get the education, the knowledge, the wisdom, and everything that I need in regard to being the peer support specialist that the spiritual realm wants me to be, and take it from there. And through that meditation session last night, I got the confirmation that I needed to dive into my spiritual gifts and take it to the next level. I've been receiving the message via symbolism, synchronicities, and whatever else that I need to stop. I need to stop eluding my spiritual gifts and stop leveling down to make other people feel comfortable. I'm tired of making you motherfuckers feel comfortable because y'all are too scared to embrace your spiritual gifts. No, people that have psychic abilities and mediumships and things like that aren't fucking crazy. We just have gifts that we know that we have, and we aren't afraid to tap into them. And I'm one of them. So yes, I'm going to take things to a whole nother level. I think I start these courses And let the websites tell it. These courses are free, so hopefully they are free. I will be starting these courses sometime, I do believe, next week. And thank God they won't interrupt with my job, because they start later on in the evening around 6 p.m. till about 9. So I'm good to go. So again, fuck you organizations that don't want to take the time out to not only train me, but train other peers in this world that really don't have the educational background. You motherfuckers can take the time out to, give us that training, but it's okay. The spirit realm is going to do that for me. So, thanks for your services. Anyway, let me see if I could take you guys on a quick tour of this park/courthouse real quick before time runs out. You know what? I'm already at 10 minutes and 20 something seconds. Let me go ahead and just end it. It's not that serious. It's a fucking park in the courthouse. Hold on one second. The courthouse is right up in this section, and the entrance is right up over there. The park, as I said, is over in this section. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and end this content. But my people out there that are struggling to be a peer, that don't really have the educational background, sometimes in life, it's best to take the initiative and take the bull by the horns and do your own thing, and show and prove later. With that being said, you guys have a good one. Happy sober living, and namaste.